and he would be laying in the bed next to me with his useless nipples just snoring away, and I'd just be like, do something, like. Hi ladies, okay, so today I'm going to be talking about sleep, and literally if you've got a newborn baby or like a toddler that doesn't sleep, or maybe you've got a slightly older child that doesn't sleep, you'll know exactly where I'm coming from when I say that sleep deprivation is a complete form of torture. And they literally used to use it like back in the old days. So when you get your newborn baby home and you think, okay, so I've already told myself that I'm not going to get any sleep, and then you're actually living in the thick of it, it's completely different. So with my boys, Harry didn't sleep through the night, I think, until he was about 2? I don't know. He just didn't sleep. He just didn't ever sleep. He would be awake all day and all night, and I don't know what was wrong with that child, but he just never slept. So of course we never slept. And then when I had Charlie, it was amazing because he would nap during the day and he would want to go to bed and he'd be happy to, you know, just play in his room. And then he would sleep all the way through the night from about 1 year old. So I was like, oh my God, what the hell is this? So as you can tell, children are completely different. So here's where I want to invite you to the Channel M website, #YouAreNotAlone. Honestly guys, you will think that you are the only person going through this. You are not. There is so many other people. I mean, just let me just take, for example, I'm queuing in Asda to buy my food, and I've put everything on the conveyor belt, and there's a lady and she just happens to turn around and sees that I've got a newborn baby. And she's like, oh, how old is he? And I'm like, oh, he's, you know, 6 weeks old. And she's like, oh, how does he sleep? That's always like the first question, like, how do they sleep? And I'm like, oh, not very good, like, we get up twice in the night. And then she'll then go on to say, my 1, 2, 3 children don't sleep either. And it's really interesting because that's just someone random you just bumped into in Asda. So go onto the Channel M website, pop a little question down in the forum, and carry on watching this video to see my helpful sleep tips. So it's kind of a case of try not to get really like bent out of shape about it. So don't be like really anxious like coming up to bedtime. Try and keep it like really relaxed. With a newborn it is slightly harder because obviously they dictate what they want and they just cry and cry and cry, and you just are like, oh my God, what do you want? And that can be really, really hard, especially when they've been crying all day and then all night, and it's like, I'm never going to sleep, that's it, I'm just never going to sleep. Especially if you're a single parent, just absolutely amazing. I remember when I was breastfeeding Charlie, and it was literally like the 3rd time I'd been up that night in 6 hours, and he would be laying in the bed next to me with his useless nipples just snoring away, and I'd just be like, do something. Like, I wanted to smother him with a pillow. I was like, do something. So what he did was he would change baby's bum, then pass him back to me, then I would nurse him or bottle feed him, whatever, and then burp him and pop him back down in his Moses basket right next to us. Now this is the thing, you want to get a sleep next to me cot or a Moses basket or something right next to you, because what you don't want to be doing is walking all that way back and forward like 6 times a night. And it doesn't seem that far, but when you are literally in your deepest sleep and the baby's like rah, rah, and you're like, ugh, literally you don't want to be walking that far. Tip number 2, get everything you need in your bedroom. So nappies, wipes, bag the nappies up. We made the mistake of just chucking them on the floor, and then you tread in a wet nappy and then you got it in your sock and it's really uncomfortable, and it's like, why did I not just bag that up? Or there's like a little like diaper genie type like nappy disposal thing. They're brilliant, get one of those. Tip number 3, try and nap during the day. I know it's really hard, but with Harry, my first baby, I would be like, no, I've got to tidy the house, I've got to clean the house. That can wait. That can literally wait. Chuck a load of washing on in the washing machine if you have to. Go for a nap. It will literally make the world of difference. With Harry, I never napped during the day. I was like, no, I'm going to be the perfect mum. Look at my house. Who's going to thank you? Who's going to remember that? No one. No one's going to remember that apart from you. And you're going to have no sleep and it's going to be really difficult. So what I used to do with Charlie is we used to walk Harry to school, and then I would come home, nurse the baby, put him in his Moses basket, and then I would go to bed as well. And we'd both wake up at like 11 o'clock in the morning, and be more fresh, and it was really nice. So try to get a nap, even if it means, you know, asking a friend or asking your partner or your parents to just take the baby out. The thing is though, whenever I asked someone to take the baby away, like for a walk or whatever, I was just like laying in bed like, I can't sleep, I can't sleep. Are they okay? Are they going to need feeding? Like, I wouldn't be able to relax. So to be honest, you know, do what you need to do, but try and get a nap in. Another tip, if you're breastfeeding, try and nurse them whilst lying down. So literally scoop the baby out of bed and then just unclip your top and just latch your baby on and just try and like rest whilst they're next to you. Try not to fall asleep if you can, but just literally just resting your eyes. You can literally just like burp them and then just slide them back into the cot. Now, going on to toddler. We put a baby gate across Charlie's room. We also did it with Harry when he was little. And this is like a boundary. This is your bedroom, this is where you stay, and then you can come out when we're awake. But what I think a lot of people make the mistake of doing is just letting their toddler just run into their bedroom at 4 o'clock in the morning being like, I'm awake now, everyone wake up. Honestly, that baby gate has saved our lives. Literally just pop the baby gate across. Charlie would go down for his sleep during the night, and then in the morning he comes up to the gate and he's like, Mama, Mama. And then if he can't hear anything, it's Dada, Dada. And then if he can't hear anything, he'll then go and play, because I leave like loads of toys all over the floor. And normally he won't even come up to the gate first. He'll just like wake up and then just start playing with his toys. And then when I get up at 7, he'll be then like, Mama. And it's really sweet. There is actually the occasion where he's managed to like lift the gate off and then like run into our bedroom and gone like, and you wake up and he's just there like, but that's quite rare. We've managed to like tighten the gate. See, we've been really lucky with the whole sleep thing, because it's been so long since I've had any stressful nights with Harry that I can't really remember a lot of it. But I remember this one time, he always used to chew his muslin cloths. And during the night, he would wake up and be like, I need a new blankie, this one's wet. And I'd be like, oh, for God's sake. So, I don't know, guys, just do what you need to do to get a good night's sleep. We've never actually, like, co-slept. I think that was just one of the things that we just put our foot down and said, like, no, like, this is our bed, this is your bed. And we did that from, like, the word go. Like, I think there was one time that Harry slept in our bed, which was the second night that we brought him home from hospital. And he literally just, like, fell asleep on Matt's chest. And then we all woke up and I was like, oh my God, where are we? Like, it was really, really strange. So I do hope these tips have been helpful. Please leave me comments down below of any struggles or tips that you guys have got. Literally, if you don't get enough sleep, you cannot fully function. And then you're like, Red Bull, coffee. And it's really, really difficult, and it can make you grumpy, snappy, irritable with your husband. And it is a form of torture. But I promise you, it will not last forever. Eventually, your child will sleep. And you will wake up in the morning feeling so fresh and be like, oh my God, this is amazing. So I do hope that this has been a helpful video for you. Like I said again, don't forget to check out the Channel Mum You Are Not Alone forum. I'll leave everything and links down below. Give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to me for free, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye ladies!